Wow. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? First of all, how's the audio? Second of all, how is the lights? Can you see me? Can you hear me well? Let me know, please. Let me know. This is gonna be a quick pre-match view of Inter Milan that is going to be played tomorrow at 9 o'clock San Siro time, European time, for valid for the access of the Champions League final. Can't believe it, we are talking about a Champions League final. And well, it's going to be an interesting match for Milan, because Milan is actually is under 2-0, and hopefully we will see what's going to happen. Now we're going to analyze a little bit what kind of situation we can create, especially with our beloved Rafa Leao back in officially into the lineup. So we will see what's going to happen. And I already can see here Wizu, sempre Forza Milan, Lorenzo, Forza Milan, want to believe. Peter, how you doing? Always there, sempre AC Milan, let's go. From Andre Gibson and Valentin, believe. How's the audio? Can you guys hear me well? Everything, it sounds good? Everything, it sounds and look good? Look at that. Huh? Amazing. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. So, how's everyone feeling? How's everyone feel the match? Everyone feel the match yet or not yet? How's it going? Do we believe? Do we believe? Do we believe? Do we believe in the victory? Oh man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But we will try to, as long as we're gonna try to do our best. That's all it matters, guys. So always believing. Do I believe? I believe that Milan will play a very good match tomorrow, and I believe that. I'm gonna tell you in the first 20 minutes if something is doable or not, because to be honest with you, dear Peter, as you know, Milan lately didn't really show what he was able to do, especially from last year. This year is been a little bit up down, up down, up down, but whenever was asked to do a good performance, Milan always believed. So if we don't believe, you can imagine the players and everyone else. We must believe 100%. Exactly, Peter. Always believe, guys. Always believe. Again, nobody tells me about the audio. Nobody tells me about the quality of the video. Is it good? Is it okay? I hope so. Well, look at this. Look at this, guys. Now, because we're just us in between friends. Look at the upgrade that. Your old Rossonero did. Are you ready? Look what I can potentially do. Look. I don't know if I see this. Oh! I can change the camera. Believe. Woo! This camera is cool, isn't it? I'm going back to this one. This one, it's easier. How was the view on that? Was good? Nice, isn't it? Amazing. Piolone, always here, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we are a little bit, at least it's all us, all the usual people, we can start to talk a little bit about this. Let me show you. Okay, if I go here now, I don't want to stream this. Right, guys. So what I would like to talk about right away, okay, is Enric. Is it confirmed that Leao has signed a new contract? Well, multiple sources plus my good friend Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Rafa Leao signed a contract for another 5 years, 5 million a year, 5 million euro a season, plus a clause to be released about 170 millions. It's not official, of course. It's not official because it's official when I see the posts on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter with saying AC Milan with Rafa seated on the side. When I see Paolo Enrique Massara on his side saying, "I'm happy to stay here," with the jersey with that saying 2027, I think, yeah. So we will see. We will see. Fabrizio did confirm, exactly. Fabrizio did confirm. So there you go. So guys, okay, you can already see what I'm aiming here. Milan, Inter Milan, ladies and gentlemen, le probabili formazioni, the possible formation. So in Italian is simply the possible lineup, okay? So you can see Inter is always playing with this 3-5-2, typical from Conte time, and also typical because Inter, especially in the last few years, he's always been playing with this lineup that so far is doing fantastic, very, very, very good. So nothing that can be said. Onana in between the two posts. Then we have Darmian, Acerbi, and Bastoni playing as a three defender. We're gonna have to face Dumfries, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, Merdanoglu, Mkhitaryan, and Di Marco. And in the front, the killer Lautaro, the Toro, the bull Lautaro Martinez with Edin Dzeko. Allenatore, as you can see, guys, it's Simone Inzaghi. Okay, Simone Inzaghi. Now I remember there is a there is a very interesting how to say ban like a banner for a Milan fan that during the last derby they said you know Inzaghi is actually the brother of Filippo Inzaghi, our beloved Pippo Inzaghi, and there was this banner saying Inzaghi figlio unico, which means Pippo Inzaghi figlio unico, which means Pippo Inzaghi, so our beloved Pippo, is only son. He doesn't have brothers because the brothers is Inter coach. So we really don't like him. Really don't like him at all. and then we have for Milan, as you can see, Leao, it is confirmed. So we're gonna play again with Magnara, Calabria. So on this website they say Kier. I strongly believe that actually Kier is not gonna be playing, guys. I think actually Chow is gonna be playing tomorrow, along with Tomori, Theo Hernandez, Rade Krunic, apparently completely recovered from the match against the first leg against Inter. If you remember, he skipped Spezia. He's going to be playing along with our beloved Sandro Tonali, Salemakers, Diaz, Leao, and Giroud. Okay. This is the thing, guys. This is apparently it's going to be the lineup. Okay. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Here is a question, guys. Question for you is Kier, let me do a. Can I do a? Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll now on directly on YouTube, and you can vote right away. And I would like to ask you, okay, if do you agree with this lineup? Okay, if you agree with this lineup of Piol, let me see if I can do it. Let me see. One second. I cannot find it, of course. Where is my phone? It's here actually. So, do you guys agree with Kier instead of the question is? Do you guys agree for Kier instead of Chow instead of Kier? First question. Do you agree with it? I'll tell you what I think while you type. Okay. What I truly believe about this is that what I truly believe about this is that can I do it? How can I do it? What I truly believe that it's Simon Kier. It's not fitting. It's not doing well at the moment, especially again against Inter. There is I think it's time even for Simon to go. Honestly, I think for Simon it's time to go. It's he did what he did, and he's old. He always got some problem with the knee, with the foot. So, and I remember that he was complaining actually when he was during the World Cup and during in the Denmark press conference. He was complaining to the Danish press why Pioli is not letting him play. And as soon as he complained, when he came back, boom, right away he was playing. So I think that he got some kind of influence over Pioli, and I would like to have the coach that is taking decision the best for the team, not because to make happy a player. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Yeah, Malik did good for us. We win. We win against Napoli 4-0, but draw against Empoli 1 week later. Milan is so unpredictable. Hello, chat, and hello, old heart. Anis, how you doing, my friend? All good? Eric, ciao, definitely for Kier. We need heights. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, he looked good when he came and on when he came on last week. I agree. Ciao, better than Kier. I agree with you 100%. With Leao back, Inter will probably play Brozovic in midfield and be more solid. Eric already said something very, 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 very true. I think the thing is. Inter has it's up 2-0, and we will have to push really really hard, especially on the first half. I hope, my biggest hope is that we are not going to concede any goal, at least on the first 20 minutes. That is extremely key. That is extremely key, because if we concede a goal on the first 20 minutes, game over. Mentally, playing in San Siro in their home, uh, if they score another goal, a potential 3-0 on the first 20 minutes, mentally is going to be not impossible, but it's going to be extremely, extremely, extremely hard, because we don't have to concede another goal like this. So I think overall, putting a little bit more of weight with Chow, even though people will say he doesn't have experience, but I prefer die like this. Okay, I prefer not having a regret and dying, instead of saying why Pioli didn't try that player, why he didn't try. Let them play and see how we go. We already are in an incredible stage of Champions League that none of us in the beginning of the season thought that where we're gonna be. So let's keep it like this. Let's keep Malik Chow in. Here is the big question though. Meanwhile, we can all agree on Chow instead of Kier. Big question. Salemakers or Messias? Salemakers or Messias? That's a big question. Salemakers or Messias? Messias. How do you spell Messias? It's not. Here is the real question, ladies and gentlemen. Who you play? Sale Messi for sure. Sale Messi, everyone. Anis, Valentin, you play Sale Messi. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable that we are playing a semi-final of Champions League with Salemaker, Messias, and Krunic and Calabria. I cannot still believe. You know who I will. Okay. Hola, Christian. All good? Messias is more consistent. I mean, we don't really have a choice in right wing and midfield, so exactly. That's Valentina actually said a good point. He's not talking about. We are really talking about two. I think Messi at the end of the season is time to go, isn't it, guys? I think Messi at the end of the season it's time really to go. I think Messia is a very average player that he did already incredible last year. He did something this year again, but overall it's time to go for him. I'm 100% sure we need a proper right wing. We need a proper right wing. Messia had that awful miss last game. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Salad man for sure. Messia is awful. That chance in the second half was what is it? Was awful miss. He he tried, Eric. He tried. He tried. Messia, is an average player. He's trying his best. Okay, he's doing his best, but it is what it is. It wasn't that. I mean, if you're talking about awkward miss, I have a list of awkward miss from CDK. That is really awkward, man. That is really awkward. Over there, he tried the Euro goal, the incredible goal. If that goal was going in, it was a different match, of course, guys. Yeah, Messi is more consistent goal wise. I agree. Why did Maldini waste money on him? I think, given our situation, we need to play differently. If we want to go through, we should play 4-4-2, give us more stability in the midfield. Eric says something that makes sense. I don't know why Pioli now it's constantly back on again on the same lineup that in January we concede a lot of goal. 4-2-3-1. It's the same situation. Yes, we don't have Tataruzano, okay, but it's still the same situation. Like I think we need a little bit more of density in the midfield. Why instead of playing again with 4-2-3-1, we don't play, for example, in a specular to Inter with three midfielder, Tomori, Ciao, Kalulu, midfield of five, Hernandez, Krunic, Tonali. Hey, who you gonna play there? Who you gonna play there? Who you gonna play? Who's gonna be playing there? I think it's too unbalanced. I think it's too unbalanced. The one that we have against Inter, because he's gonna play Tonali and Krunic, and then Salemakers, Diaz, and Leao. I think it's too unbalanced. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. The real question, guys, let me read quickly the message, then I want to keep going. Messi and Kier are their last year in the contract. It's time to sell. Christian, I agree with you. Even though we bought Messi, he has more assists and goal than Salah last time. Wizu, I've seen that Milan made a verbal agreement with Kamada. Is he a player that could rise our level? I don't know about Kamada. We can check it out later. Buonasera cugini, domani vincerete 4-0 tranquillamente. There you go, Victor. He's already feeling he's in Istanbul. Thanks God, Baka and Des are leaving. Play Leao like a left wing, Tonali, Krunic, Diaz in the midfield, Origi and Giroud up front. Two striker, flood the box with crosses. We can do do that. Leao doesn't do well in that formation. Yeah, I remember. That's why, Anis. That's why I remember. That's why. Forza Milan. Kamada is very good. I remember him from the World Cup. Kamada, guys, who is it? I am sorry. Kamada is the Japanese guy from Frankfurt, right? I didn't see. I don't know about him. But before going to Kamada, guys, what do you actually think of? I'm just pulling this one out. What do you think of? And I know I'm not gonna make happy. Well, it's not that easy, guys. But there is a player that always. Okay, there is a players that always struggle against Inter, and even last time, and each derby is always the same issue. And here is the question that I would like to ask you guys. Calabria in the derbies, it's like, if you remember a few years ago, it's like Abate, what he was doing back in a banter area. He always make mistake. He's always some problems. There is all he's. I remember even a few years ago when Inter was playing with Perisic. Perisic was blowing away Calabria every single time. I know he's our captain, and it is again against Kvaratskhelia, again Kvara, let's call it just Kvara, of Napoli. With the help of Krunic, did an incredible match. But because it's just one player, I'm afraid that on that side, Inter, it's finding too many opportunities right there. Let me see your comments, guys. Nzola from Spezia to Milan is a good job. He has almost 15 goals this season. Eric say Kalulu for me should be starting right back. Tomori as well. Tomori last 3 derby has been a disaster. Much more athletic and better crosser than ball. I agree with you. I agree, guys. Tomori, you guys know that I really like Tomori. I really praise him as much as I could. But man, lately, even apparently, guys, even the mistake that he did even the first goal that we received, that we conceded against Inter, it was a Fikayo Tomori mistake, leaving completely the tallest player, which is Dzeko, to Calabria, which is our shorter. Kalulu, Ciao, Tomori, and Teo is our best back four. Yes. Yeah. Correct. I agree with you, man. Valentin. But is also what Wizu is saying. Pioli will never bench Calabria. It's true. Pioli will never bench Calabria. Pioli will never bench. Let's talk about Pioli, guys. Let's talk about Pioli. Come on, let's talk about Pioli. Let's talk about Pioli because this is the elephant in the room. This is really the elephant in the room, and we need to talk about our coach, our mister, our the spogliatoio, the bench guy. We need to talk about Pioli. Okay. Now, please, if you are Pioli out, don't start to spam Pioli out, okay? Because we are building. There you go. We are really trying to find a solution. Now, I want to tell you exactly what my position is on Pioli, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because we need to talk about him. Allora, let's talk about Pioli. What I truly believe about Pioli. So, what I truly believe about Pioli, I think that Pioli last year did something incredible. Pioli last year did something that he was completely untouched by the player, by the manager, and everyone extremely believed in what he did. And I think he did something that not many other teams with the tools and with the experience that they had were able to do it. For some strange reason, I still believe that what Pioli did last year is even more incredible of what Spalletti did this year, because Spalletti had years and years of experience in Serie A, coming very close to the first spot. Meanwhile, Pioli never had this chance. Now, let's go back a little bit in time. Pioli win the Scudetto. The management had Maldini and Massara had the contract with Milan until June. And if you remember well, as soon as we won the Scudetto, we were all like, why they are not renewing Maldini and Massara right away? Okay, why not? We were not. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Nobody knew what was going on. Okay, now I think they renewed their contract on the last day of on the 31st of June. Okay, which is the last day available to renew the contract. I think overall, Maldini and Massara, they had a specific list of players that they wanted to play, that they wanted to get. When they got the renewal, when they knew also that the red bird was coming in and we were not getting certain amount of money, the project changed completely. And I think they had to arrange something different. They had to find something that Pioli was looking for, but within a different budget. Now, doing this season is being very strange. This season, I have to say, no matter what's gonna happen tomorrow, guys, this season is being very strange because we push ourselves really into a field that we didn't know that this Milan can arrive, beating Napoli, quarterfinal of Champions League, Napoli, incredible Napoli, beating Tottenham, a good Tottenham, not, but we all know how Premier League's teams feels for Milan and for Italian teams. So we did really good. Um, but so in Champions League, there is really nothing that I can say. In Campionato, however, I think this one was one of the worst defending, one of the worst, one of the worst act of Scudetto defense in the history of the Campionato. A lot of it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It felt like almost the team that we were. It went on holiday, and the Milan from the banter area came back. If you watch the match against Spezia, if you watch the match against Cremonese, against Empoli, against all these are massive points, and this is something that just come up in my mind. I got Spezia 3 points, I got Empoli 2 points, I got Cremonese 2 points, Torino, Sassuolo, plenty. And I think that was the mistake, and this is have to be said. I think that was the mistake of Pioli. Why? Because I think Pioli, he never had in his history time to manage for more than 2-3 seasons a good team with budget. He always had let me see his career. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back. He always had teams that time 1 season, 2 season, time to go, time to leave. He never actually had the chance to integrate new player and see how they're gonna play. So this is why I think that Pioli had this issue, because he doesn't know really how to integrate the new player in. But again, you feel like, yes, okay, he doesn't know how to integrate. But now that I'm thinking, CDK guys, how many chance he got? How many chances? How many chance had Origi? How many chances had Rebic? I remember at least a good 5-6 matches where they started, but still they were terrible. They were another level. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Then I got the career of Pioli ready to go. Let me read some comments here. Okay. Pioli has reached his limits, unfortunately. Joel said that unfortunately it is time to go. Juan say Pioli and his tactic has been wrong at times. Eric, I know he's a strong Pioli out. He has to go. He has failed to get anything out of any player we signed in the summer, and now our starter are regressing as well. I think Pioli has disappointed in the league this season, but the new manager isn't going to suddenly fix our problem. Valentin, we need investment. I agree. This is starting to be my favorite channel here on YouTube. How you doing? Thank you, brother. Aloka, how you doing? Amazing. Thank you. Well, we talk a lot about Milan in this channel, and this is a channel just for people that has real blood Milanistas here. Absolutely, man. He's tactical limited as a coach, said Eric. He was given more options this year and he failed to get any success out of them. If it's sorry for my English, it's just very hard to read it. If it was just one player, fine, but it's all the players sign and now the starters. He's not wrong. Investment and good signing, that's what we need. Christian, broke boards messed up our summer transfer market. Pioli is a great manager. He was able to motivate the players a lot, but tactically he has a lot of weakness. Yeah, a little bit like all the team, man. He have his limits. They wanted Renato Sanchez and Botman, but you see, Valentin, you see that Renato Sanchez now want to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Man, this is. I hope that we will never sign. I mean, we will never sign him. Or guys, if we sign him, I want to sign him for the half salary of what was proposing in the beginning. I give an example. Last year, Renato Sanchez to Milan, 5 million. Renato Sanchez go to Paris Saint-Germain because he want to have those 2 million euro extra, goes there, now publicly complain that he want to leave Paris Saint-Germain. And you know what? Milan should say, look, Renato, you wanted 5 million. Here is 2.5. If you like, we can close at 3. Reality is, do we really? I don't know. Renato Sanchez, I don't know. It's never been my favorite, guys. Too much Instagram, that guy. Too much Instagram. Too much bullshit. Heard Conte is coming to replace Pioli. No. Oh, God. No. His job is to manage. He didn't manage shit. Aloka, before World Cup, we were really good. There is something that went wrong after the World Cup. Not much, not many substitute, guys. Not much substitution. Here, Juan, where are the investment, the transfer budget Redbird promised to give us? Exactly. We can be elite club with average players. I agree. We are at the moment. We are in elite position in this year of Champions League, but with average player, guy. Again, like Krunic, Salemaker, Messias, Calabria, they are fantastic player to maybe in Serie A to reach top 4. That's it. When you play in Europe, when you play again, they can do the good match once in a life. But other than that, Anis says that no motivation player, no integrating newcomers, not developing a young player. Not developing young player, I have to give you against, because bad substitution could happen. Starboard tactics, bad rotation choice, and he got his priorities all wrong. Don't know, man. Don't know. Not really agreeing with that. But we can experiment with a lot of tactics. We are missing depth in squad. Thank you, Peter. Even our second line quality is below mid-table of Serie A. Fact. Can you see now on a sofa score about CDK stat? By the way, guys, just to I don't want to go back to Europa League. CDK has played 1,000 minutes this year, and Diaz has played more than double, and that he continued to be awful still yet start. Brock Birds miss. Brock Bird messed it up. Yeah. Amazing. Like the video. Yes, like the video, guys. Let me share this one with you, guys. Let me stop sharing this. Let me share this one with you. Present. There you go. Look, guys, I found Pioli's career. Okay. So Pioli, there we go. As you can see here on the right, is that quite clear? Let me see. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So all Italian teams, as you guys see, the reason why I'm showing you now the career of Stefano Pioli is because what I'm trying to say is that he never had a chance to stay in the same club more than 3 years. Now, to double check what I'm saying, let's have a look together, because at least is so Bologna, the first 2 years you can see here, they are all Bologna, Chievo under 20, so it doesn't really count. So then he got 2003, 2004 Salernitana, 1 year, Modena for 2 years, Parma 1 year, Grosseto 1 year, Piacenza 1 year, Sassuolo 1 year, Chievo 1 year. Poor guy, man. Look at this. Palermo 1 year, Bologna actually 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. Lazio 2 years, Inter Milan not even a year, Fiorentina 2017 2019, which is 2 years. And guess what now, guys? He's in AC Milan 2019, 2020, 21. Ooh, what? Wow. He's been since 2019 with us? Probably the end of 2019, isn't it? Let me see if it says anything. Probably the end of 2019, because then there was the COVID, right? If you remember well. Look, 2019, 2020, the day after Marco Giampaolo, and you thought that the banter area was man, who does remember Marco Giampaolo? You know, the maestro. Oh god, I think he played something like 6 matches for Milan, and then he got fired right away, man. Look at that. Pioli on October 9th. I remember that Pioli on that, there was the beginning of COVID during that year. And I remember just before COVID, there was the 5-0 from Atalanta. And then we came back, and then Milan, from that moment, I remember that it went on fire, because during that year we didn't lose a single match with this great victory, Milan Juventus. If you guys remember, San Siro empty, Cristiano Ronaldo from one side, Juve scored 2 goals on the second half, and boom, we scored 4. Then I remember that was pretty good. 2021, we started with I remember very good effort from Milan, playing really well, being on top of the league for, I think it was something like 21 matches. And then there was a derby. We lost 3-0. And then Inter just went to win the Scudetto. Meanwhile, we chased and we eventually arrived, I think, second that year. Finally back in Champions League. After 10, after I don't know how many years, 7 years, something like this. And then the year after, Jesus, we won the Scudetto. The year after, 2021, 2022, we won the Scudetto victory, as you can see here, Scudetto victory. During this year, I remember, during the year of this last Scudetto, we were in the group stage in Champions League against Liverpool, Atletico de Madrid, and Porto. Terrible Champions League, but we won the league. And this year, semi-final of Champions League. Oh man, I really hope that we can get top 4, guys. Isn't it? Look, while we talk, I'm gonna leave you this guy I'm gonna leave you this guy to look. There is not even a picture for Giampaolo. In Milan, he played 7 matches. Look at this, man. Lost 4, won 3, 0 draw. Ah, man. Let me read some comments here, because we're having fun here. In order to get the best out of CDK, we need to play through him. When he comes on, he is always pointing to receive the ball and barely gets any passes. I know. Can anybody pass me a link of stats for CDK this year, of maybe all Milan player stats, so we can read it through and have a look? Yes, Juan, I don't want to miss out the Champions League next season, but failing to do so, and if tomorrow we don't play with our hearts, tomorrow Pioli is out for sure. Hope we get Kessie back. No, I know. I hope not. Renato going to PSG was a loss for both parties. We got stuck with Pobega, and Renato is riding on the bench. I know. Watch his first 3 games at the start of the season. He should have had at least 5 assists. His problem is get put on the pitch in his worst situation. He's expecting to perform. Free Mind, how you doing? Free Mind. I think Kovacic will be a good player for Milan target. It could happen. Absolutely. Why not? We need it. We need it. Players. AJ. Players better get serious. Pioli tactics have been unfair too. Yeah. It's too late, as Joel said. They should have gotten. They should have gotten serious a long time ago. Our attack, Enric, I agree with you, brother, 100%. Our attack is so flat without Leao. We need a new striker, minimum two. I wanna. I would like. I want no, but I would like to have. Enric says something very interesting. I would like to have minimum two strikers, guys. Minimum, because Rebic, Ibrahimovic, they're gone. Giroud has one more year of contract. And Origi, I hope we can exchange him. I hope we can do some kind of loan for him. Look at Origi, he's a striker, yet most of his time gets put as a right wing and then left wing. Does not get any service, so try to get the ball himself and fails, as that is not strong point. Eric, he played against Cremonese both times as an only striker, and he never dribbled a single defender. As I mentioned in most of my videos, Divo Origi, right here, less useless than a faulty printer. Terrible. I'm furious about lot of missed point with our second lineup. We could easily have been second. I agree. We need a striker, man. Only Giroud is not enough. We need at least a striker, guys, that score at least 15 goals a season. I don't care how much it costs. I think overall the only position where we really need to invest money on has to be strikers. Defenders, I know Kier probably has to go. We need to find a better solution for Calabria. Maybe Ballo Touré as well is not really fit. And what about Florenzi? What are we going to do with Florenzi? We're going to keep it. 90% of the time he's injured. So maybe a couple of young guys instead of Florenzi and Ballo Touré. I would like some Italian guys. They are very good, always good at defend. Why not? Maybe get a couple of defender right there. Midfield, I think we need to focus specifically on one player only, which is a replacement for our old Kessie. So a player that is very physically strong and that does a lot of block. So he put himself in between the line and filter a little bit in between defense and midfield. Overall, midfield, I think we have enough. Keeping Tonali, Benasser, Krunic, and remember that we have very good Adli, Ranks as well. Maybe Pobega, I don't know, at the end of the season, we will see. And for striker, we don't really need somebody that plays behind the striker, such as Brian Diaz and CDK. We need probably somebody on the right side, somebody good on the right side as a right wing, but I will spend all on the left. You have Rafa Leao, so pretty good. And we need a striker. Extremely, we need a couple of striker minimum. We need I like Nzola from Spezia. If you guys will watch the match against Spezia, Nzola is not too bad. It's not going to be too expensive, and he's playing really good. So it could be a cheap one, and it could be a good. We will see what's going to happen. But then I need somebody that, even though it's a bad play, for example, Nzola from Spezia, we need somebody that 50, 60 million, like boom, somebody that sells jersey, somebody that you're like, oh my god, him and Leao, wow, something like this, we need him. We need somebody like this that really got, after this disappointing, I don't know, is it gonna be disappointing this season? How it's gonna be at the end? We will see. Tomorrow we're gonna already know an answer, isn't it? Yeah, but definitely a couple of striker without any doubts. Absolutely. We should go Scalvini from Atalanta. Seems promising. Even the what's his name, not the Danish guy. Where is he from? The Norway guy. The guy not Holland. The tall guy, the blonde guy that plays for Atalanta. Very very good and fast. We love him. Kaxka, how you doing? Forza Milan. Hello guys. Kaxka, always old Rossonero, real Milanista. Giampaolo thought that Ricardo Rodriguez was better than Theo. Man, unbelievable, eh? Only chance of top 4 if Juventus get point deducted. Grey Alugo, Milan need a strong striking like Martinez. Word. Anis, to get top 4, we need Lazio to drop 5 points, and we have to win all 3 matches. And I think is the only one that I know, guys, is against Juve, and we're gonna play in Torino. Not the next one, not on Sunday. Let me see what's the last 3 matches. Milan Sampdoria. Man, imagine how much we're gonna get furious, guys. Milan Sampdoria, with Sampdoria already relegated. Milan Sampdoria, Juventus Milan, and Milan Verona. I want to talk about the Serie A for last, guys. Let me finish to read all this comment, then we do the last part. We're gonna talk about Serie A, what's gonna happen, what's the situation with the rest. Are you going tomorrow to watch the game at Milan Club? Tomorrow I'm thinking. Tomorrow, the situation, guys, is Peter asking me because as you guys see, I'm originally from Milan, but I live in Barcelona. And there is another thing that I want to tell you about Barcelona that yesterday won the league that I found ridiculous, under my opinion. We have a Milan club here in Barcelona where we go to watch the match. It's not an official, like we just go to a bar. And through Milan, what was it, Milan Napoli, we made so much noise because the match was incredible. We made so much noise that undercover police came and blocked everything. Blocked everything. They find after the match they came and they blocked and they gave a fine to the bar. So the match against Inter, we had to find another bar. So we went to a bar in city center, which is an Irish pub, which is he's not really good because I saw the picture and it's like typical Irish bar. So where you have, everyone has a round table, 2-3 chairs around the table. It's very widespread. Meanwhile, the one that we used to go here in Barcelona is like hell. Everyone is hugging each other, everyone close to each other like this, sweating like a pig. It's awesome because you're watching the match, you're screaming, you're yelling. It's like a little bit going to San Siro, but it's not the same thing, right? And so tomorrow we have limited entrance for the Milan club here in Barcelona. We'll see if I will go because I also have another friends. If you guys remember, I have a good friend, Tommaso, which is a Juve fan, that is watching the match with other friends in another bar in Barcelona with a lot of Milanistas. But Juventus in this case is always the Juve fan. They're very close to us right now. So I don't know if you have the similar feeling with other fan, but but that's it. We will see. Milan needs Jonathan David. Kaxka. May 22nd, guys, the day then when the judgment should arrive regarding Juve's penalties point. Wizu, ain't no way we getting David. Yeah. Type sofa score for stats. Oh my god, I'm so behind the comments, guys. I'm coming. Anything less than 100% Grinta tomorrow is an insult. John and David will be a beast as a striker. Cardinale isn't going to spend 60 million on David. 65, wow. Who would you like to replace Giroud as a starter? Super big question, this one. I don't know, man. Osimhen. That's it. Osimhen. That's who I would like. Imagine Osimhen and Leao playing together. If you ask me like this, if I can play, I tell you Haaland. I tell you, look, amazing. what is it? Then sell the club, greedy idiot. I do not understand. You buy a club and does not invest. Make no sense. We will see, Caxa. We will see. Honestly, KC was perfect in our midfield. I know, bro. What do you think about our transfer budget will be for the summer? I think we're gonna have some. I think we're gonna be. I think it's gonna be around 100 million. That's what I read. Hope so, guys. Because it doesn't seem like a Redbird wanna invest. Well, I think it's gonna be around that price because anyway, we need to get we get over the expectation of this year. We get over the expectation. It's gonna depend a lot also if we are eventually we enter in Champions League, guys. We can get KC for 25 million. Valentin, I know you like KC. I like it too, but he cheated on us. Do you go back with your girlfriend when cheated on you? So you don't. We find another one. Don't worry. Nzolan will be the new Piatek. We are linked to Arnautovic. What do you think? No, Arnautovic. No, Arnautovic. His mouth is way too big. I don't like him. Too disrespectful for. He's good talent, but too wild. Too wild for me. We don't need him. Do you think Klopp was playing games with us when he was talking well about Origi? I want some more Italians. Let's chase Frattesi. I would love this signing. Yeah, me too, man. I would love more Italian, man. Absolutely. I hope you're doing. I hope you're doing well. All hard. What's the appropriate budget that we should get the investment for this summer? And who do you see us signing? I think who I don't know. Who I don't know. One. I don't know one. But I told you the budget. I think it's gonna be in between the 80 and the 100 because anyway we're gonna have to buy at minimum two in a striker, a good midfielder, and maybe some other defense. We will see. I don't think Atalanta will sell this player. Yeah, Scalvini would be great, but not a priority. I agree. Leao, Wazi, Gupito, how you doing, bro? Budiarto. Leao need a guy who can break him free from marking on the left side. I agree, man. I agree. Are Barcelona fans going crazy about La Liga victory? Good question. Very good question. And this is a perfect link, dear Joel, to what I want to talk. All right, guys. Here it is. What do you think about this? All right. What do you guys think about this? I'm gonna show you. So, this is something that came out today, and I want to talk with you guys. This is something that came out today. Because this video because yesterday Barcelona won officially the Liga and won the Liga, so congratulations for them. But where they won, they won it here in Catalonia, in the same region, and specifically in the stadium of the Espanyol. The Espanyol, playing Espanyol versus Barcelona is like playing a derby because they're both from the same region. Okay. The thing is that Barcelona, when won the Scudetto, when won the Liga, not only won the Liga, but pretty much send Espanyol to relegation. Okay. Now look at this. So imagine you're a fan of Espanyol, okay, that you're playing a derby, they win the derby, their victory, it's sending you, they relegate you, so you're out of the league, and this is how they celebrate in a midfield. like 13 years old, celebrating. We're celebrating like this. Imagine how angry you are going to be. Imagine how angry you're going to be if Milan is getting relegated in a derby from Inter. And Inter does this. I'm not saying that violence it is. I'm always against violence, okay? But this is really that they making fun of you. This is really unnecessary. This is extremely unnecessary from Barcelona. I'm not saying that I'm with the violence of the Espanyol supporters, but their attitude, celebrating yes their victory, celebrating the relegation in front of their fan, it is completely disrespectful for. Imagine you go there with your family, you watch it with your kids, and then you see the team that you most hate, because it's a derby, the team that you most hate doing something like this. Your son is going to be like, why they do that, why they're celebrating to us in our face like this. And if you're a father of a family, you're trying to explain it, but you have to imagine that there are also a lot of young people, angry people, that they don't accept this. They don't accept this, and this is why they run away, because they know that they are coming to be. Is a little bit what's happened in between Napoli fan and Udinese fan. Remember when actually Napoli won the Scudetto in Udine, that they all get over the pitch. What's happening is the Udinese fans, they were kicking out and actually hitting as well some Napoli fan. The mentality right there is like, okay, you win, but don't celebrate in our face. Like, take your stuff, take your shit, go somewhere else. Don't do it here, because otherwise I'm getting mad. Now, again, I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm not justifying violence, but to me, in the back of my mind, if Inter will celebrate the victory of the Scudetto and I am relegated, I will jump in the field. I tell you that for sure, guys. Come on. It's such a. I went crazy today because I was watching, like, the famous page, like on famous page on Instagram, like 433, and in the comments they were like, "Oh, this is such a small club mentality. Do this." I'm like, you don't know what does it mean loving really your team, loving really the team that, and then you have the most hated team in front of you celebrating in front of your eyes. I'm like, I will go crazy. But yes, Joel, they were celebrating. They were celebrating here. Very normal celebration. On the picture, guys, they look like a lot of people. There was a lot of people, but guys, in Barcelona, when you go to the Camp Nou, bro, it's like half of the people, they're like on Instagram watching stories, making stories, sharing. I'm like, that's not the football that I know. That's not the football that I know. Again, like I want to do a video about this. I went to watch. I was in a stag party in London, and and I'm gonna do a video in the maybe next week if I got time, or maybe even this week if I got time. I went to visit. Was my first time to watching West Ham against Manchester United. A library, guys, a library. It's incredible how they are so hyped up, but half of the people they were from all over the world. Okay, you can hear us speaking a little bit of that language, and the people they were like, when there was like a moment, like in football, it's not like 90 minutes of action, 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 action. There is some moment they are a little bit more quiet. People on Instagram, people talking on the phone. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you watching the football match? You pay £150 for this ticket, almost, almost €170 for the ticket to be on Instagram. So this is why This is why supporters are actually really upset when they sell the tickets over an incredible amount of price, because then what's happening, the real fan, the real supporters that they want to watch the match, they have to spend and maybe half of their salary to go to watch the match with their family, to be there really, and to reach the end of the month is going to be something incredible that they did for the kids, for the family. Meanwhile, these people, they can spend 100, 200, 300 euro and then being on Instagram and share their stories. I mean, my mind is like, sorry, I'm telling you, these guys, I don't know, I'm just talking, but this is why I'm an old hard rossonero, because I'm on these things, I'm old school. I don't care. They should do like an interview before you come in inside the stadium. They do an interview. They check. I'm not saying that they check your football knowledge, but they say, do you really like? Oh, otherwise they take off all the phones. Like no phone, no selfies, no. Just be there. Just be there. Watch the football match. Enjoy. When when you go to the Camp Nou, guys, it's like there is the part of the real supporters of the Camp Nou of Barcelona, but I will say 70% it's there for hey, I'm in Camp Nou, woo, the experience, wow, so good being Barcelona, wow. Believe, ladies and gentlemen, believe. Anyway, that's my point of view, guys. That's my point of view. You don't need to love it. It's just my point of view, and that's it. That's something that I really have to say. Anyway, will you attack Hakan? He's gonna be the first one to get some some of these in his head, you know. Hola, attack directly Hakan with this. With Divo Corrigi, guys. Let me read. Sorry, guys, I didn't read all this message. Whoa, there is a lot of message. Mauro Icardi and Nicolò Ziolo want to join Milan next season. No. Both of them, I don't need them. I'm really against them. I don't like what they represent. I don't like too much trouble. Too many hot head in our. No, we need somebody that it's good. Somebody that it's calm and. Exactly, Peter. Exactly. Hello, my red and black brothers. My bum still hurts from the last two matches. Joel, what can we do, bro? Absolutely. Apparently, you can celebrate a title. Well, they are Catalan team, and their name is Espanol. Yeah. Spanish. When Barcelona won the Scudetto. I know. And Dzeko and Nakam are dancing from the curva. Oh man, imagine that. A team should be able to celebrate a title. You are making me imagine Akan lifting. Ecco. Exactly, Anis. Exactly. Espanyol are Catalan who support Real Madrid. Seriously, I never thought I would support Manchester City to save football, but if finally City Inter, I will cheer for them. Udinese fans are clowns. They literally fight for nothing every season. It's like Sassuolo getting angry at Milan last season. Espanyol fans, I don't understand, but Udinese fans didn't lose anything. Yeah, that's right. Have you met Espanyol fans? Yes, actually, there were a couple of Italians that they are in the Milan club, but they support Milan and Espanyol. Drop more likes, Forza Milan, let's go! Milan fans are the best. Iscardi will just sleep with someone else's wife, and Ibra will have to go to jail. Yes. Anyway, guys. Anyway, there was one more thing that I wanted to tell you. Yeah, let's just watch what's gonna be the next Serie A match, and that's we done it. Serie A match. A little bit what is gonna be the thing for the next few days. What do we have here, guys? We do have. Let's have a look together. Let me present, share. There you go, guys. So, what do we have here? We do have, so the next match today, it's gonna be, so we need to look after. Let's watch together first of all the standing. Let's realize in how bad is the situation. So excluding Napoli, okay, then we have Juve 69, Inter 66, Lazio 65, Milan 61, Roma 59. That means we are 4 points away from Champions League point. Champions League, oof, man, 4 points is a lot, bro. And Juve, it's 8 points. So the next one is going to be Milan Sampdoria, Napoli Inter. Oh, Napoli Inter is interesting. Empoli Juventus and Udinese Lazio. I think among all of them, we have the easiest one, because is Napoli gonna let Inter pass? That's the question. Not sure. Draw. Remember this word. Draw. Napoli Inter draw. Milan Samp. Milan victory. Empoli Juventus draw. Udinese Lazio. Lazio. Roma Salernitana, I think Roma will win, yeah. The real issue right there is that afterwards they have, look at Inter, man, what a schedule that they have. They have Inter Atalanta, Inter will win, Juventus Milan, and we have to win. And then we have Fiorentina Roma, good match, very good. This is going to be, what was it? Sunday, the 28th of May, guys, is going to be a very good match day, because we have Fiorentina Roma, Inter Atalanta, Juve Milan, and where is Roma? I don't see. Why Roma is not playing? Oh. Then we have, and the last one, which is going to be the last one, Torino Inter, Roma Spezia, Empoli Lazio, Milan Verona. And let me see who has to be saved. Verona, of course, Spezia, that I cannot believe Spezia just won against Milan. It doesn't make any sense. Do you see this? Like, Spezia has just one green dot and is against us. I cannot believe it. So Lecce, Spezia, Verona are fighting to not go down relegation. Man, it's very hard, guys. It's really hard, honestly. It's really hard. Really hard. Really, really, really hard. Really hard, man. Really hard. I have to say that is we messed it up big time, guys. We messed it up really, really big time. We messed it up really big time. These days make me, these day, guys, I have to tell you that I don't feel really, I don't know, it's watching the curva. You see that the fan calling the curva sud, I mean the curva sud calling calling the players, and also the day after going to Milanello to support the team. Where is it? Um, you know, this is something that it drives me. I mean, it is very normal in Italian. Whenever there is a very whenever there is like a hard moment, the curva usually they go and they talk to the players, because sometimes I feel like they live in Milanello, they live in their own world, okay, but they don't have, they need somebody that comes from the outside and wake them up. And you can see here Magnan, Adli, incredible Adli, guys. Adli played really, really good. I mean, I don't know, but he did better than CDK for sure, guys. He did better. Adli did better than CDK for 1 year. And you see Teo Hernandez here with his pink hair, Giroud, Calabria, the captain, Kier, Ranks, Salemakers, Pobega, they really all need to wake up. That's the only thing. And what I really appreciated is that the day after they went to Milanello, support them, and also they had another confrontation, talking in between the curva and the players. And for tomorrow, guys, the only thing that I can say is Forza Milan. We need. It's gonna be harder than climbing Everest. It's gonna be harder um, than anything, especially because mentally, and that's the thing that scares me the most. Mentally, we need to be strong, especially in the first 20 minutes. If we can get over those 20 minutes, anything it could happen. Because as they score two shitty goal, two shitty goal against us in 13 minutes, we can do even three in 20 minutes. Okay, especially because tomorrow, guys, our star is back. Rafa Leao is back, and tomorrow I think Rafa is gonna be. I want to strongly believe that Rafa tomorrow is gonna be a hell of a match. Rafa tomorrow is gonna be angry. Tomorrow Milan's gonna be focused and angry. We're gonna to do our best because it's do or die. That's it. That's it. And that's it, guys. We have the best defender, the best goalkeeper in Serie A, the best left wing in Serie A, and one of the top three in the world. We have the best the left back in the world. We have we have a good defense, and Oliviero Giroud, which is deadly when we need him. On the other hand, we have a team that recently it is doing really well, but that's exactly the that's when they feel like when they feel like they already won. They already feel like they're already in Istanbul. Okay, so that's what we have to plan on. We have to do it. We have to do it, guys. We have to do it. We really have to do it. Mm. Eccolo qua. That's what I think, guys. Let me read some more message. We didn't mess it up. We fucked up big time. Inter had so many failures this season, and we didn't take advantage of a single one. It's going to be very difficult to reach Champions League. Poor Adli, he only played 20 minutes. Adli, who started one game all season, is on the front. Yes, he's in the front listening from fans. I know, I know. Time for Rafa. Time for Rafa, guys. It's time for Rafa. Whatever happened tomorrow, sempre Forza Milan, guys. Sempre. Is Rade going to play tomorrow? Yes, it's confirmed, of course. I saw FIGC saying that they want to investigate Milan Curva to see if they made any threats. These assholes want to investigate the very bad refereeing, but they will investigate fans to come and support. That's unbelievable, isn't it, Joel? It's crazy. If I had to pick between Adeli and Stefano, that Stephanie, oh no, retype it because we will have a look for a. We need to type it better, Carly. I didn't get it. If you had to pick up in between Adley or Stephanie Poyle, Ste- Stefano Pioli, we will have to look for a new coach. I don't understand it. If I was Inzaghi tomorrow, my tactic will be to break Leao leg. Yes, pretty much. That's the only danger that can come from. That's embarrassing from Fiji. Good evening. I cannot sleep. Jalal Halal, how you doing, man? Yes, guys, it's gonna be a tough night for all of us. It's going to be one of those nights that I will say, Mamma mia, I cannot. We it's gonna be a night that what I will say is don't think too much because tomorrow is gonna be the real day. Tomorrow is gonna be the day that we're gonna be scared. But again, give a little bit of belief, guys. Give a little bit of belief to this young AC Milan. Give a little bit of belief to this AC Milan. I'm looking for a specific sentence to wrap up this live stream, guys, that I want to dedicate to you. And I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna translate it for you. Maybe. There you go. There you go. I found it, guys. So this is the sentence that I would like. How can I translate this in English? I'm gonna translate it and I'm gonna copy and paste to you. Look, because this is hard, even for me. Okay, there you go. Allora, bella questa. This is I'm gonna copy. So yes, this one here, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you? There you go. So that's it. The last things I want to say tonight is this quote of a very famous writer that it says, "The devil's master. What is the devil masterpiece? Convinced everyone that is dead and it doesn't exist." That's all I can say. The devil masterpiece convinced everyone that is dead and it doesn't exist. So when people believe that the devil is dead, bites you back. And with this one, I think I'm done for today. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We reached the final of the stream. It is 1 hour and 20. It's been an absolutely pleasure to see you, all of you guys here on stream. There you go, Valentin. This one here, brother. Boom, the greatest trick that's what the deciliter ever pulled is convincing that the word he didn't exist. The devil, yes. We got it. However, ladies and gentlemen, and no matter what is going to happen today, just make sure always to be very proud of your colors, okay? Because that's what we need. We need people like us that no matter the final result, they're going to be always here. And who never know? We never know. The ball is round. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. So believe. And I would like to say thanks to all of you. Again, Anis, Valentin, Joel, John, Dizzy All Star, Juan, and Peter, of course, Marianne, how you doing? Bello Muhammad, I pray to Milan. I prayed it too, man. Valentin, Halal, Jalal, sorry for my pronunciation, Aloka, Carly, who else? We got some Enric, we got Joel, of course, legendary Joel. Who else? Let me see. Wazi. So many people today, guys. You are legend. Amazing. Andre Gibson, of course. Who is it? Is Sim Dog 89. Aloka, how you doing? Enric. Kaxka, of course, always here. Always here, Kaxa, Anis, Gray, Alugo, Juan, Eric McDonald, and AJ, Free Mind, incredible mind. So many people, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Always believing in this, believe always in this young AC Milan, always Forza Milan. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get them. Believe. Ciao.